Hello there, welcome. It's Dawn with day one of Embody and Rise. This 21-day series is designed to support you during this acceleration of ascension at these times, in these times. So, just to go over a few things basically to start before we dive into today's support. So, this is day one of 21 days of sacred support and simple practices for you to stay the course of this ascension with greater ease and grace. Now, I wanted to share with you that these transmissions, these 21 days, are guided by the Divine Mother. So, this is really a feminine led ascension support journey. This does not mean that brothers are not invited, but this really is a lot to do with the priestesses embodiment. But of course, we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energetics within us. So, this video series is for everyone. Anyone who feels called to choose the journey of ascension, to awaken from the dream of separation, to become more liberated, peaceful, free, present, and bring about and support midwife the new earth, this is for you. So my intention is to bring about support practices, channel transmissions, and really simple tools that you could immediately apply when faced with some of the greater challenges that we may face on this ascension journey. So, why now? The next 3 years are crucial and challenging in our ascension journey. We are undergoing intensive light activation from the sun, yes, from Gaia's increasing frequency, yes, from the cosmos, from the plasmic energy fields we are moving through, often called the photon belt. We are also dealing with Gaia's choice to ascend, to leverage these light frequencies in order to do that. So we're all kind of in this together. And the thing about this much light is that we can't hide what was in the shadows anymore, and that's what's being revealed. So we are all of us, at a personal and a collective level, excavating soul deep wounds, patterns, karmic knots, and that's that which up until now has not been ready to be transformed, integrated, released. So, for many of our sisters and brothers of Earth who are not without who are without tools to transmute them, to heal them, to witness them, many of our sisters and brothers who are unresourced in many ways, they're living very difficult lives. They don't have the luxury to do this work. And sometimes this shows up in the field as what's been called ascension madness, because the buried material, the shadow material, which is sometimes our best gold and gifts, as well as things we don't want, things we don't want to own, good, bad, or neutral, they come to the surface. And for those who don't have any skills or knowledge or inner life awareness, they project it out toward others, right? So then you've got, creating more polarity, more enemies, more attack, all of the drama that we see at the big, socio-political level, as well as interpersonal relationships, family dynamics, etc. So, but for those of us who do have tools or do have a recognition at the very least that, wow, we're undergoing a spiritual transformation on earth in order to bring about a better world, like really this time. Well, we are the ones who are called to really be the light leaders in these times. And that doesn't mean you have to have a platform. What it means is you do your inner work to allow more light, to embody more light, because there's more space available, because you've released more of the shadow. And what's the shadow? Well, it comes up and is triggered by events and circumstances of these times, again, at a personal and a collective level. So the first tool, I don't want to go too far into the backdrop of that stuff. Maybe that will be fed through in the series, because I'm being guided through this series. I'm given the directive, and what flows out during the recording. So we'll see what else comes about. But for today, I want to share with you a simple, super important spiritual, physiological practice that can help you in any situation. And that is calming the central nervous system. We are so bombarded with electrical energies. We are magnetic beings in a world that is super electrified. every time you pick up your devices, right? Your whole house is wired for electricity. It's really, if you live in a city, you're very electrified. And our amazing human body vehicles have been able to adapt to increasing levels of electromagnetic and electric energy over time. But that doesn't mean that the nervous system couldn't use some support. So this really is to help us with the electrical energies we deal with, and we'll talk more about that in other tips and tools and other ones. The stress of what's going on globally, financially, personally, interpersonally, etc. You'll have your unique blessings and challenges for your life. And this tool helps with that. Okay, so we're going to calm the central nervous system down quickly and easily by using a simple emotional freedom technique, tapping technique, here on the collarbones. So you can do one side, you could do the other side, you could do both sides, but you're basically going to gently tap on the collarbone here and take some deep breaths. Super simple. Even three. 3 deep breaths and tapping will do wonders for your capacity to come into alignment, right relation with your higher self, and be able to handle decision makings, difficult situations, etc. Simple breathing and tapping. Now, if you're in a public situation where you can't just be going like this in deep breaths, you might just tap the karate chop point, maybe in your lap, and a few deep breaths. If you can pause, breathe, and tap for even 3 breaths, you are going to be so much more resourced to face, handle, navigate anything that's coming up for you. And quite simply, at the very simple physiological level, you've just provided oxygen to your brain so that you can think clearly instead of kind of losing your cool, flipping your lid where the rational mind is so stressed out that it just whoop, and you're disconnected from it. You bring that back into alignment, into presence, so that you can actually make a decision. It doesn't alleviate whatever the challenge is per se, but it puts you in the right place to deal with it. Okay, so I'm just going to take a moment here to connect in and see if there's any channeled message. Since this is our first official video, I just want to see if there's anything there for us. Yes, we are the Divine Mothers. We come through as a collective. You could refer to us as the great ancient goddesses. You could refer to us as the divine feminine ray of that which you call God. We can be best considered to be ascended masters, a collective of feminine energies that are intended. We came together intending to support humanity's ascension at this time, because a key component of ascension is the remembrance and reawakening of the sacred feminine energies as part of your own consciousness as divine creator beings having a dream of separation. We are here to wake you up and to support you by allowing you to come back into receptivity of what it means to be nurtured by the divine, of what it means to be supported by the divine, of what it means to be connected with the divine, of what it means to be a creator being. The feminine ray does not rise up above the masculine nor dismiss it. This is a rebalancing. It is a recalibration of your divinity energies, that you may wake up and remember the truth of who you are. And so we guide many in these times, those who identify with the mantle of priestess, either as a public position or in private, in your own private heart. Many of you are guided by us at this time, the Divine Feminine Masters. You know us by many names. We speak as a collective, and at times we present in individual presentation to deliver messages most aligned with our, you could say, expertise or focus. And so we want to assure you that this entire journey of 21 days is one in which we bring forth guidance for you through this one. And this conduit has been in deep devotion to the Divine Feminine on your plane of existence, your counting system, your solar counting system, 40 plus years. And we are pleased to be able to bring this transmission through her, that the guidance for simple methods of support, simple methods of relaxing and elevating your energies can be shared with many. And so we invite you to join us on this journey, and we thank you for joining us on this journey. And we say, remember to breathe, for the breath is your connection to spirit. When you breathe in, you are inspiring yourself to your greater capacities as children beloved by the One. We thank you. We are the mothers, and we will return again. Okay, may this serve you well. I hope to see you on the next call or the next recording. Thank you for being here, and many blessings.